Hello, welcome to another episode of 5 Business Rules. I'm Nicole Krug, founder and digital strategist with Socialite.
And I am Monika Jansen, head kick-ass copywriter and strategist at Jansen Communications.
And today we are talking about 5 things you should know to do remarketing on Google.
So I want to say right off the bat, this is more advanced information. This is something, I know what remarketing is, but this is much more advanced information I'm going to be learning alongside you.
So what remarketing is that you've been on I always use Kate Spade, right?
Great example.
You were looking at a beautiful purse. And then your kid came in or whatever, you said, I just can't justify that $300 or whatever it is. And then guess what? The next website you went to, there's that purse again.
Following you around.
It literally is. You hear these things about cookies and all that. This is when they come into play. So what remarketing is under the umbrella, or why it's used, is because somebody has to see something multiple times before they make a purchase. So the remarketing literally chases you around the web and says, oh, maybe your phone rang, but hey, the bag's still here and it's still pretty.
It can really have a huge difference on your bottom line. It can increase sales, sometimes significantly.
So now the first thing to be aware of is, especially if you are a small business, before you can start remarketing, Google requires 1,000 impressions of their tag. That means your tag, fancy word for code behind your website, has to be hit 1,000 times before they have enough information to collect. So if you're only getting 200 hits to your website a month, then you're gonna have to set this up 6 months before. So what you can do once you have this tag set up and collecting collecting information, is you can start to build some audiences. And there's so many ways to do this, and this is where it gets fancy, but it's actually kind of cool. Is you can collect one audience on people that have seen the pink bag, right? That's one group.
That's our Kate Spade bag.
Yep.
Okay.
Then there's people that took the pink bag and they got it all the way in the checkout, but they didn't actually put the purchase button.
Okay. So it's still sitting in the cart.
Still sitting in the cart, and then they went away. Then there's the people that like the yellow bag, right? So all of these little different actions you can collect, because if they like the pink bag, you don't want to show them the yellow bag. You want to show them the pink bag, right?
Yeah.
I know.
So you can really drill down.
So we're gathering information and kind of subdividing our audience based on what they're doing on our site. Okay, that's step 1.
Okay.
Now we go into these things. Now remember, because we are remarketing, we've already qualified these people somehow. They've come to you. They know who you are. So it's not going out. But so now you can build on things and say, okay, maybe it was just a new user and they didn't really do anything. Are they more valuable than the people that came into and actually put it at the back? So if they got to the checkout, they're really interested. So maybe they need that tip. Yeah. So I can actually put a higher budget on the people that put it in the cart than the one that just came. She likes that. Whatever. Than the ones that just came in, right? So you can take these audiences and you can show them different things and rank your budgets on who's more valuable. Like she said, these bidding strategies will get a little advanced, but they're actually pretty cool. Now, I will also, on one hand, Google loves it if you just say, I want to remarket, go do my ads for me. Because they can spend your money however they want it to do.
Yeah, it's completely out of your control.
So if you are newer to ads, it's actually not a bad idea to do a small budget on that, but then make sure you or somebody knows what they're doing, actually looks at the results, and then you finance and you say, well, this part did better, it converted, it actually returned on my money more than this.
Okay.
But I will also tell you, if you start spending money on Google, you'll start getting emails from a Google strategist that wants to share insights with you. Yeah. And again, they're going to try and spend you more money, but it's actually not a bad idea if you're not terribly familiar with it. It's not a bad idea to spend 15 minutes with them and see what they have to say, and if they can help you do better, because they know their products. So, okay, here's the last but not least piece of this. One of the things you can do in this under the umbrella of, it's called lookalike audiences. So if I have a customer list, maybe it's 100 people, maybe it's 500 people, I can take that list and upload their emails into Google, and I can say, I want you to find me more people like this. Because this is a way of, like I said, generally the remarketing, we're looking for people that have already touched us, but there are ways that you can chase other people around the web to do this. Now, yes, I realize that as a consumer, you're going, oh my God, Google really does know everything about you, and it does,
Yeah.
and it's scary, but you benefit from it as a business. You might take this video as just under the umbrella of, wow, that's really interesting stuff you can do. And maybe, you know, it educates you enough to talk to a marketing person about it. And if that's me, great. But, you know, knowledge is power. So take it and run with it.
Exactly. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, comment, like, share, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.